Hi, welcome to my live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hello, Brenda B. Ciao from Sicily. Hey, Leah. Thank you so much for listening to me on your drive home. I appreciate it. Ramsterdam, a staple in the community. Thank you so much for being here, for moderating this. There are 13 people in the room. If we can go on ahead and give this video a thumbs up, that would be awesome. I have to start, you guys, because she's hungry. No, she is hangry. And so I got to get through this. All I have is some water here. I got to get to going. I've got a lot going on today, and I couldn't edit yesterday. I went to see a play. You know, trying to balance your 48-hour weekend against your 5-day week. I saw a meme on Instagram. I'm sick of this. I need an extra day. I need an extra day. Like, I can't enjoy my weekend. I don't know how people with kids do it. How do kids do it? How do people with kids do it? I don't know. And I'm trying to be one of those people. How do y'all have a weekend? You don't. It's like you just have 2 days where you don't have to go to work. It's not like you get to like chill, especially if they got kids and they in all the sports and the things, you know? Okay. Ugh. April, life with Vani G, Rasta, Mazcat, Marie, hello. Michelle Morales, hello. That's my RuPaul impersonation for you. Look at my necklace, you guys. A friend of mine that y'all don't know got it for me from Lebanon. It's my name. I have another Lebanese friend who isn't Chris and her family. Hi, Latanya. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Living Queen. Hi, Byron. Thank you for joining. Hi, Ella. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay, anyways. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of a 90-Day Fiancé before the 90 days, season 5, episode 11, back to square one. If y'all are new to my channel, my name is Wah. I do recaps of reality relationship TV shows such as Love is Blind, 90 Day Fiancé, and Love After Lockup. Please go on ahead and subscribe to this channel. You know you're going to love it. I give you all the funnies and all the feels. So join the group. Join the Just Call Me Wah family. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to share on any social media platform that you deem fit. Okay, let's jump right into it. The first couple that we are going to talk about are Ben and Mahogany Girl. Like, let's just do it, right? We're here. We're all here. We're all here for the drama. So let's just do it. There is a myriad of things. I'm going to put it back up here because I'm going to read it for the people who don't know. Okay. Ben is a 52-year-old father of 4, ex-pastor, ex-married man of 24 years to his wife who is pissed, his ex-wife who's pissed about the divorce. Grew up very cultish, fundamentally Christian, got out of the fundamental group, lost his damn mind, got a boo that was like 28 years old who didn't want him to have anything to do with his kids or his ex-wife. So he dumped his kids and his ex-wife to pay attention to this new person that God brought into his life. That exploded. And so he got back on the internet and found a fake Nigerian man who was pretending to be somebody else, in which he got catfished. Then he got back on the internet again and he found Mahogany. Mogani is like, I feel like her family's calling her Magani. Mahogany is supposedly 24 years old from San Bartolo, Peru. Okay, y'all, that is a 28-year difference. This grown man with 4 kids, the oldest of which is 22, got back online and started dating a 24-year-old. And in 3 months, in tres meses, as her father Jose would say, and fell in love. And now he is in San Bartolo after her basically like ignoring him when she realized that he was coming to San Bartolo or Peru to meet her. And now she has set up a situation where he's coming to her house, or he's coming to her house to meet her parents, because he feels like, after trying some spicy ceviche, that her father is influencing her in the way that is not towards him, and that God has put him and her together in each other's path for a reason. And so, hey, lady with the red heels, let's dance. This grown man is going to tell a 24-year-old woman that her father is influencing her. Like, to me, here's what it is. This is that fundamentalist Christianity coming out in men. Because any person, any father would say, oh, this girl's father is not with this, so I'm not going to pursue this. She is really young. What are we going to talk about? We have completely different life experiences. I have grown kids. She hasn't left San Bartolo. Like, any grown, rational man would earnestly be like, have some kind of pause. But because his faith in the Lord, our God, Father of Jesus Christ, is so embedded and poignant in this man's spirit that he is unable to see that what he is doing is at the very least taboo. At the very least. Because
Sorry, I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try restarting them. Unplug both
Alexa,
of them, then plug the router back in.
Alexa,
no,
we're not.
Once the router
ma'am,
is back on and
ma'am,
connected to the
no.
internet, plug in the Echo
What?
device.
You are getting unplugged, ma'am. I did not ask you, not a question. I didn't say anything that was close to Alexa. Did you see my ashy? Did I show you my ashy knee? Okay. So I say all that. I say all that to say that this man is like, he's still in that cult mindset where, because he believes that God has told him to do it, that he is full speed ahead and that it's okay. Like, it's not okay. It's not. And it's only in that community where I think a 52-year-old man and a 24-year-old man would make, a 52-year-old man and a 24-year-old woman would make any sense. Like, what are y'all gonna talk about is my question. What? Okay. So he meets with Mahogany at the pier or whatever, and it's beautiful. They go eat ceviche, and it's spicy. It just hit him in the back of his throat at the last minute. And he said it's because he's from Michigan. He's an American. And I said, don't put that on all of us American. I'm an American, and I will eat all the spicy in the spice world. Okay? So you need to call it what it is. And it's something you just can't handle spicy, sir. Talking about I'm American. I was like, give me that ceviche. Sin cebollas, por favor. Sin cebollas, por favor, because, I can't have the ceviches con cebollas. Anyways, so then he's like, I really want to meet your parents. And she's like, okay, yeah, my parents think that you're too old for me and that, it's going to be a problem. And he's like, no, God has put us on this path, and, your father is trying to influence you. Like, the way he says it is that influence is like your father, Jose, the devil, El Diablo, is trying to influence you away from me. You've never, okay. So she says okay, and she sets something up. And so then I guess the next day or 2 days later, he goes to her house and she gives him a tour. She doesn't even have the wherewithal to say, listen, I'm uncomfortable with bringing you to my home. So I did this Airbnb so that it could be neutral ground for you and my parents. She pretends like it's hers, like shows him the games that are on the wall, the surfboard that is just decoration, her bedroom, and then the other room that has bunk beds. And when He asks her why it has bunk beds. She says, "Oh, it's for visitors." And I said, "Well, I mean, I was, whew, okay." So, what visitors? Children? The children that visit you? Or your friends or your college's like friends are like, "I just need like a couch to lay on, man. Like it doesn't even matter." I'm like, "I can't sleep on a twin bed now as an adult. Like I couldn't do it." So then he realizes that this is not her home and it's kind of weird. But he's full speed ahead and her parents get there, you know. I think her mom's name is Sylvia and the dad's name is Jose, and they sit down and they have a lot of questions for Ben. And then Ben, with a straight face, tells them that he is in love with their daughter, whom he has only been talking to for 3 months. And the father's like, "Wait, come again? What? What? You think you're in love with my 22-year-old daughter? Yes, she's mature, but you think you were in love with her after 3 months? I can't believe it." And he's like, 22, keke? And she's like, "Oh, you didn't know my age?" And then she says to her parents, "Oh yeah, he didn't know my age. He didn't know I was only 22." And all of a sudden that blows his mind. All of a sudden that is the thing that sends him over. It sends him. Like the fake house, the fact that she lied about she went so far to lie about this apartment is that he's like, "You told me you live with your parents." And she's like, "No, I don't live with my parents." So what is it? Is it that that she actually lived with her parents and just got this Airbnb because they don't want this crazy American or this camera crew in their home? Or she does have her own apartment. It's just not this one. Like layers of lies, okay? Photoshop lies, just layers of it. So this starts to freak Ben out because he's like, "I don't know. I have a child that's 22, and so it just feels weird. I know it's only a 2-year difference, but it just feels different." And I get it because he was like, I get how someone who is trying to make fetch work will maneuver and like move things around in their brain to make certain things make sense, right? When you're just really just trying to make it happen. But then the moment the exact thing you need to hear that deters you from this path happens, like all of a sudden everything comes into crystal clear focus. And you're like, "Oh, yeah, 2 years actually doesn't matter." But I mean, like that's like me dating my oldest child. And that's weird for me. I mean, your daughter's really mature. It sounds like something that a your daughter is really mature for 24. Sounds like something that a person who wants to lock you in their basement would say. Right? Like it sounds like somebody who wants to be manipulative. Somebody who's like, "I need to find someone that young and impressionable and then tell them that they're mature for that." That is what men who are like in their 20s or 30s tell like 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds. Like, "Yeah, normally I don't like, young girls cuz this is wrong, but you're really mature for your age." There's no way. The only way somebody could be mature for their age at that age is if like they have seen life. I mean, just literally, you guys, there is nothing. I was mature for 22, but I wasn't. I could pretend to be. I could act like I was, but not really. Because what do I know at 22? And he does not think that this is odd because he believes that his feelings are coming from God. And that is why sometimes religion can be dangerous. Like, this man has put himself in this awkward position. And then once he finds out that she's 22 years old, he's like, "Oh, I have to go to my hotel now." And so he gets up and he goes to his hotel. But he still meets with her later because this fantasy of this person that she's curated online is what he really wants. And it's sad. And it's like, also, he has to understand that she has never grown in a world where there is no social media. Okay. This child was born in like 2000. That's when I graduated from high school. This child was born in the year of our Lord 2000. She doesn't even know what like Y2K is. She's not aware of like 9/11 wasn't a thing. She doesn't remember it. You get what this woman has never been to an airport where you didn't have to go through TSA. Now, for those of us who remember what that's like, having conversations with people who don't remember what that's like about any other myriad of topics is different. It's difficult. It's difficult. Like it's difficult. I work with a lot of 24-year-old, and I'm not even as old as Ben. And there are times where I'm like, okay, I understand now. I understand now. hmm You don't, okay, you don't remember, like, okay, I get it. You don't know what it's like to not have the internet, and you don't know what it's like to have to be your real authentic self when curating a profile, right? There's plenty of people who are my age and older who create fake profiles. Fine, right? But that's them being devious and kind of weird. It's not even natural for me to Google somebody. And I'm not saying that's everybody my age, because there are plenty of my friends who love to Google people. But like there are certain things that just aren't natural for me because it's not something that happened in my formative years. Like, and so for Ben, there's gonna be certain things that aren't natural for him, that he's not gonna truly understand, that sometimes people get on the internet because they're bored and they create whole fake identities. And they don't see anything wrong with it. I feel like those people also played Sims, and I didn't play Sims, but like they're like the internet has changed I mean, like you could just make up anything. You could literally just make up anything and be that. I don't have it in me to be so deceptive. I don't have it in me to be so deceptive. But I know people do. I mean, okay, anyways. That's all I have to say about that. What are y'all saying? I spent 16 minutes talking about it. God says, go home. Oh, Deidre, how are you, girl? Mature for 22 is like being 25, not old enough to be with someone 28 years older. Yes. Renee says the situation is not right. I don't think Mahogany is the original person Ben was texting. These last couple episodes seems like it's scripted from TLC. Yep, well, like Chris Hansen should come out at the moment and be like, "What are you doing, Ben?" Oh, yes, for sure. He gives chain to the wall vibes. Yes, it's grooming. That's what it is. You're so mature for 22. What? I'm sorry. No. No. You can be mature for 22, but you're not 39 mature. And I act childish, but I could never go back to 22 childish. I could never go back to the pure essence of what it is to be 22. I can't. Especially the 22 I was, girl, late bloomer 100%. Anyways, Jasmine, hello. Welcome to the room. I just don't even know. Chris Hansen, have a seat, Ben. Have a seat. Come sit here and let's talk about what you just did. Okay, there we go. Next, let's move on. Here's what I put. Oh, MUA, his MUA. I forgot about that. I wrote down MUA bronzer and he didn't realize it was glittery. He does have a nice chest though. I'm gonna give him that. I can say one nice thing is that chest is, and then his MUA gave him a bronzer. I was like, did you just learn that word? We haven't used MUA in a long time. He says the spiciest thing he's ever eaten was ketchup. That was a bad joke. A lot of work to impress him is what I put. Your dad influenced you. Can I meet them tonight? What's God's plan? Okay, let's move on. Next couple that we are going to talk about are Gino and Jasmine. Okay, so did I even take any notes about them? Yes. So Gino and Jasmine are getting ready to leave the island. And she is packing everything up. He's packing everything up, and she finds the toothbrush in her bag, and he's like, I just wanted to give you the toothbrush because I found it outside and I felt like you'd throw away our love. And I said, this person is like equating this toothbrush to their love. Like it's somehow intertwined. Like his Christmas gift to her of a toothbrush, a toothbrush that I have. And it's a good toothbrush. However, it's not indicative or like it doesn't explain their love at all. And she's just like, Gino, you're like weird and cute at the same time. Weird and cute at the same time. So she's got a lot of clothes, you guys. I don't know where Jasmine thought she was going, but she has a lot of clothes, okay? And then he pulls out like a bunch of pins and she's like, why do you have so many pins? And he's like, they don't last very long, so I have to have more than one in case I need to write something down. Why does he have all those pins, you guys? Does he have a lot of notepads as well? Does he not want to use his phone to keep record, or he's just going to keep pins? Here's what happened. The truth is that he went somewhere and somebody had out pins and he just grabbed all of them. You never know when you're going to need a pen. It is the year 2022. You do know when you're going to need a pen, and it's very rare. So do I have a pen on me in my purse? Yes, I do. Do I have 10 of them in my luggage? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. And so she's going through her stuff and she takes out a t-shirt and she's like, here, I saved it. I was going to keep it for you as a keepsake. And she threw it at him and it's literally the exact same shirt he's wearing. So my question is, did he just buy like 15 of this like off-white Sears t-shirt, or are they all of his white t-shirts just kind of dingy? Which is it? Either one is hilarious. So he's like, oh, that's so cute. I found a fingernail of yours and I was going to keep it too. I kept it in the pocket with the pins. The only reason we know about the pins is because he was looking for her fingernail. So she must have been, I guess in the midst of the fight, she lost the nail. I wish they had showed us which nail was gone. He kept her acrylic, the acrylic in which she was trying to fight him and scratch out his eyes with. He kept it because he wanted to keep a piece of her. So crazy. So they have like a little bit of a rush because he has a week and a half left and they need to go meet her mommy. And so she's not going to let Gino meet her sons yet because she isn't sure about their relationship. But she also says that they're, at this point, because now he has to rebuild the trust, they have to start off at square one. And so they get on the plane, they leave the resort, and she says, bye, resort. It was beautiful, but heartbreaking and horrible at the same time. Bye. So they fly back to Panama. How does he says Panama so weird? Panama. It's like, it sounds like he's saying enema. So we're getting to Panama, and they get back to the hotel. They go to a resort that's not very far from her mother's home. And so she says, when you get to meet my mother, you were going to have to take off your hat, And he's like, no. And here's two things. Gino is a grown-ass man. So Jasmine's not going to make him do anything, especially his deepest and darkest fear. She's not going to make him budge on that. He's a grown-ass man. He pays all his bills. And that's what that no signified. You're going to have to take off your hat when you meet my mom. No, I'm a grown-ass man and I pay all my fucking bills. So what you're not going to tell me is that I got to come over here and take off this hat when you know that I hate the way I look without the hat on. And I'm already going to be nervous. I'm already going to be like, anxious. And now you want me to be ugly on top of that? You want me to take off my hat and show my head with this little nasty patch right here in front of your mom? Can I just reserve some of that? Can I just not be as anxious? Can you support me in this? And she's like, well, it's disrespectful to have your hat on. And I'm just like, that's him. She's like, but it's disrespectful to have your hat on. And I see what she's saying. But then tell your mom, hey mom, he's gonna have this hat on. He's really, really like self-conscious about his head. It's not meant as disrespect. I've tried to get him to take it off and he won't. So I'm just telling you beforehand. I mean, and honestly, he doesn't look bad in that hat. It's the baseball cap, the thing that looks stupid. But that hat kind of feels nice. And maybe what she should do is just keep them outside then. If that's the case and it's going to be disrespectful to wear the hat in the house, maybe they should like meet on the veranda or something, meet on the porch. Have like an outside lunch. But it looks like I like Jasmine's mom. I feel like Jasmine's mom looks real cute from next episode. So we don't get to see anything of that, but we just know that he's going to go around. So they were at the resort and she's tired. And so she goes to sleep. And she's like, what do you have to do? Because he's going to go out. He's like, can I go out and explore? And she's like, well, what do you need to do? And he's like, I need to report. So basically, she like old, I had the right word for it escaped my mind. Old procedures are back in place. So now that they're separate, he is out. He needs to take pictures of things, report into her, let her know where he's at, and provide details so that she is tracking him. And where he goes is to buy her a ring. He goes to buy her an engagement ring. And he's looking at some rings, and one ring is a little too much for him. And then he goes between a ring that's $270 and $250. And he really wants to buy the ring that's $250. Like he's really trying to save that $20. But he accidentally gets the one that's $270. And then he's like, you take credit card? And I'm like, what world does Gino live in where a jeweler wouldn't take credit card? He's not at some like side of the road, table pop-up situation. He's in an establishment. Thank God you take credit card. Thank God. I was so worried. You made me take credit card. I was gonna have to pay you cash. So he does that. He pays for this ring. And he's like, it's not about how much the ring costs. It's about the sentiment behind it. And I said, you are right if the ring is great. And if the ring isn't in line with what they want. And I don't know how Jasmine is going to react to this ring. I don't know. It isn't about the price of it. You're right. But I'm like, if you can't afford to buy her a ring that she wants, how are you going to afford the wedding that she wants? How are you going to afford the lifestyle that she wants? So before you go to marry this woman or ask her to be your wife, maybe you should figure out how you're going to support her. Josephine says when Jasmine made him carry all the luggage up the hotel stairs, that was kind of cringe. I mean, I wasn't cringy at all. Like, I helped my dad carry things up the stairs because he's 72. And even then he tries. And he's like, oh, yeah. But like, if there was no elevator, yeah, my brother would carry all those things. I don't like, to me, that was like, there's a lot of comments about how she made him do that. And I was like, but they're at a resort. Like, where's the bellhop? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get a resort, like, someone should take your bags. And it definitely isn't going to be me, not in these heels, up these stairs. No, absolutely not. So it was funny the way she did it. But like, I still was like, oh no, this is his job. This is his job. This is his job to do this. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. If I wanted to be like, oh baby, like I know you're hurt or whatever, I'll help you. But otherwise, I'm like, you want to be with me, then you're gonna have to fucking do some shit. Like, I don't know. Anyways, so not like that. I'm not saying like, I'm not saying what that statement just implied. I'm saying that like I didn't see anything wrong with her having him bring the bags up, because mainly he should have gotten a bellboy to do it. Like, they're on vacation. and this hotel doesn't have an elevator? Come on. I have heels on in a short dress. I'm not going to be lugging my bag up the stairs. I'm on vacation. Like, that's what it is. Anyways, from the car to the house, absolutely I do it myself. I don't need you. But like certain environments, no, come on. I'm in heels. I'm in heels. I'm on vacation. What are you talking about? So, anyways, that's the end of them. The next couple that we are going to talk about, let's just go in order of my pictures, is Kim and Soja Boy. So it's the next day, you guys. It is the next day. And Kim has had sex with her boyfriend. She's had sex with her boyfriend. I can't believe I had sex with my boyfriend. I had sex with him. I had sex with my boyfriend, sex, boyfriend, sex, see, boyfriend. And we had sex the African way. And the African way is no foreplay. And I said, I'm out. No foreplay. No foreplay. And he likes to like, like flip me over. Basically, he had sex with her like she was a barn animal. Okay? Okay? Like she was a goat. Like she was one of his mother's goats. 4 times. And then she said, well, he kissed me. He kissed me. He kissed me because he knows that's what I want. He kissed me because he knows that's what I want. But, otherwise, there's no foreplay. Just like face down, ass up. That's the way he likes it. I can't. It was so uncomfortable hearing her talk about him be a good lover when the things that she is describing is a bad lover. A lover who doesn't want to look you in the face. I'm not saying doggy style is wrong. I'm saying it's awesome. I'm saying that he kissed her because he gave her that, but otherwise, no foreplay. Isn't that what BLG said? Didn't baby girl Lisa say that like she was going to force him to go down on her? I mean, it was. He just like took her like a barn animal. Like he's a goat, she's a goat. They were just goating, Lily, what'd you say? I feel like I don't remember any of this episode except for Ben and Mike. Girl, you blocked it out. It was traumatizing and you blocked it out, sis. Like, I know what happened, okay? The only reason I remember that is because I wrote down sex with boyfriend African way doggy style. I blocked it out 4 times. Yes. And she's like, oh my God, I am so embarrassed for Jamal. Are we all not thinking about Jamal in this moment? Jamal watching his mother on national TV talk about how this man effed her to one direction like a goat. And kissed her sometime. I can't. I am just like, it is too much. I don't even know what else happened. Y'all tell me what happened next after this. I don't know. They go to a spice farm and then they meet a very lovely woman who like gives them the tour. And I said, okay, she's giving us like body. She was giving us the tea. This is not a conservative Muslim woman we are seeing here. She was like, of course, what does she call it? The sweetness or something, the euphemism she used for sex. And then she's like, of course, sex. But they went to this spice place and they like looked at nutmegs and cinnamons and different spices that are, I guess common in Tanzania. And they had a good time. She was his queen. He was King Africa. And I don't remember what else happened. So tell me what else happened. Night food. Oh, night food. That's what she said. Instead of the producer was like, what's night food? And she's like, sex, of course. Then you have night food. So it's talking about aphrodisiacs, and then they cut a cassava, and then they talk about the size of his yummy yummy, which I was like, I don't care what the size of it is. Okay, if we're not gonna do any kind of foreplay, if you're not gonna like rev me up in any way, you're just gonna like, bend me over and put my face in the pillow, then like, why am I here? I mean, unless it's what I want, you know what I'm saying? But this is her girlfriend. I mean, this is her boyfriend. They're boyfriend and girlfriend now. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. That's her boyfriend. And she won. Yay! I won. I did it. He's my boyfriend. I did it. I won. But I'm like, Kim, he's going to have to marry somebody younger who's going to give him kids. So you are secretary first wife. Madame, secretary first wife, madame. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. My stomach is growling. Sorry if you can hear it. It's like loud as Alexa was. Rude. D Lee, hi. Have to run and finish with the replay. Great Wah. Thanks, D. Have a good day. Talinha, hello. Start off with back massage. I don't remember what that is. They did a back massage? I don't remember. Okay, let's move on. You guys tell me if I missed it. Let's move on. Okay, let's go to Memphis and Hamza. So in this one, they bring in the mother who is like watching the drama between Hamza and Memphis, like eating her popcorn. She's just like, why you didn't tell my son you went to stay with your ex-husband? See, Hamza, why I told you shouldn't be with her. I told you. She was just like on the couch perched in the conversation. So Hamza is mad at Memphis because Memphis stayed 4 days with her ex-husband, which is the big secret she's been harboring when they very first started dating, right? In the very beginning. And so he doesn't quite understand why she did that. Now he's jealous and worried that the ex-husband might be a problem. And the mother gets in the middle of it and starts to like question. So Memphis realizes that she needs to come clean with Hamza about what happened. And she says it's embarrassing. And so what it is that she had a mental break and she wasn't in her right mind. And so she reached out to her ex-husband to help her with the kids. And so he took care of her and the kids for those 4 days until she could get out of her funk because she didn't pass her board exam. And I said, thank you for letting us know this. We appreciate you providing us this information. Hamza, run. Because are you mature enough? No. Have the sensibilities? No. To help a woman who has like depressive, intense mental episodes. And there is nothing wrong with having that. There is nothing wrong with it. Like, I understand disappointment and I understand being in those depressive modes. But Hamza is not the one for her. He's not mature enough. And I feel like a lot of times people who aren't American, like the US has US and Europe has a very, or certain parts of Europe, has a very open and only in some parts idea about therapy. So most people don't understand when you tell them you're so depressed you can't get out of bed. They don't understand it. And so is Hamza somebody who's going to understand if something like that happens to Memphis? Is he going to truly get that she's going to require like support and love? And it's going to be on a daily basis. I just think that it's too different. I think that it's not what JW's. Why was this even something that needed to be said, though? She could have kept her secret. Exactly. Well, they always have to have a secret, JW. They always have to have a secret. It's 90 Day Fiancé if there isn't a secret they're keeping. That's what, like, pivots the plot and causes the drama. The secrets that are being told. But yeah, she was crying. She was crying in her confessional. She was crying in front of Hamza's mother. Hamza was like, why didn't you reach out to me? And I'm like, because you are a 26-year-old foreigner that she's dating. Like, what were you going to do? Send her money? Were you going to fly over and feed her and take care of her kids? What were you going to do, Hamza? You weren't going to do anything. What could you do? You could do nothing. Oh my God, Erica. I can't even do it. It's so bad. It's like, do you love me? Hamza, let me tell you, It's nothing to do with that. It's really embarrassing. I don't have many friends in Michigan. I don't know why this is upset. Do you love me? Do you still want to get married? Hamza, tell your mom no go, moo, cow, Fanta. I baby, sleep, no eat. Ex-husband feed me. I love you, Hamza. Is that what it is? Is that the voice? I'm doing it. Thank you. I was talking to my sister Ingrid. Whew. Divorcee. Then she said no. She said divorce or something like that. Divorcee. Divorce it did. Hamza. Could you imagine listening to that for the rest of your Hamza? Okay, I like it. It's like worse than Chantel's. Hamza. That's how I'm gonna start every video from now on. Hamza. Okay, so that's the end of their segment. Let's move on. Mike and Hamina, y'all. I can tell that my internet is not the best right now, so I'm trying to like hold off before speaking. So basically, Jimena is trash. She is 100% basura, okay? She's pissed off because her and Mike are on their way to the dressmakers and he insisted on going because he wants to get the ball rolling on this wedding stuff. And she's like, you picked a day when my mother and my sister can't even be here. So, like, what am I even doing here? You're not supposed to see me. And he's like, I just want to be involved in the process. And she's just like, whatever. And he's like, how are you doing it? She's like, I'm normal. 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 Ask me how I'm doing, asking me questions. Leave me alone. And so he's paying. So he's like, I just want to, be there to pay for it. He doesn't want to. I think what it is that Mike doesn't want to send her money to buy the dress later because he wants to ensure that what she's spending the money on is the dress. He's trying to really have this boda happen. Okay. So they get to the dressmakers. He has his back to her the whole time. She tries on the dress. She says it's pretty, but then she comes and sits next to him and she's like, look, you need to get these titties done. Okay. I need to get my body done so I can be a model and make some money. So if you don't pay me for this, then we're not getting married, okay? We're getting the titties first, and then we're getting the wedding dress. And he's like, I don't understand. And he's like, actually, I don't want to talk about it anymore. And she's like, I don't understand. What are you talking about? Like, I want to get surgery for me. It has nothing to do with you. Like, and I thought that's where he messed up. Like, he says, like, I don't want you to get the surgery because your body is fine, which I was like, not your place, not your place. But if he had just said, I don't want to pay for a surgery. Like, that's not what I want to put my money towards. And I get that it's going to make you happy, but that's going to be something you're going to have to pay for. I'm going to pay for our wedding. He didn't say that, though. He tried to make it seem like her body was fine, and it's because he didn't want her to get that. And so obviously she goes on the defense, and she's like, listen, this is what it is. So you're going to pay for it or you're not going to pay for it, but like there'll be consequences. And we see what those consequences are later. Later, when they are going to bed, if I'm skipping a part, I don't remember, but that's where my mind goes. And like if later when they're going to bed, like the boys have been sleeping so in the room with them every night and they haven't been intimate and he's wondering when it's going to happen. So he starts to talk to her about that. And basically she's like, "No, I don't want to have sex with you." So they have a private conversation. They send Juan and Steve out. Steven, I thought the boy's name was Harold. We call him Harold Steven now? I'm so confused. But anyways, so Harold and Steve, or Juan and Harold Steve, Three of them, they leave. And he's like, "What's going on? I feel like you're being distanced. Like, I don't understand." And she's like, "I don't want to have sex with you." And she's like, "I don't know why." She's like, "Never mind. I do know why. It's because like you're always like on me, bro. Like I wake up and I look at you and you're staring at me. It feels weird. Like you want to do everything with me. You tell me te amo 100 times a day. Like it's too much." And he's like, "Okay, I'll leave you alone and I'll give you your space." And she's just like, "Nah, it's even more than that. Like, bro, no te amo for real. Like, no te amo. Te amo, no." Like, and he's just like, "Okay." And I feel bad for him because I was on Instagram doing what I do, and I saw that there's this live between Jasmine and Mike. And we see Mike in a completely different manner. Like he's more excited and jovial. He's got a little hair growing in. He's talking to Jasmine about like his farts. And I don't know. If you guys want to go check it out on 90 Day the Melanated Way, um, is that 90 Day the Melanated Way? She has like a little snippet of their live they went together, and it's like a different Mike. Maybe he's just more comfortable, you know? But like, she's trifling. She really did try to put an ultimatum on her, like she's some kind of princesa. Like, you're either gonna pay for my body or we're not gonna get married. Like, do you think you're with a rich man? This man lives at home with his aging grandparents, grandparent. This is not this international jet setter that you think can just drop 5K on your body modifications. It's crazy. So, I mean, I didn't expect it to turn this way with Jimena. I didn't expect to to be like, "Oh wow, you're absolute trash." He's like, "I just love staring at you. I think you're really beautiful. So I'm sorry I look at you." I'm just like, there is a nicer way to say it. She's like, That's making me not like you at all." There is a nicer way to say it. Like, "Hey, I mean, also like he's only here for a week. Why are you so annoyed?" "Oh, because you don't really like him." That's what's happening. Also, somebody just put, "What kind of modeling is she gonna do?" I don't know, girl. You think I know? You know I don't know. You know I don't know what kind of modeling she's gonna get done. Because there's several types. There's booty models, right? So your face doesn't have to be bomb, but your body does. So maybe she's gonna be a booty model. Maybe she's gonna take pictures next to cars and platform heels. You know, maybe she's gonna do the Coco pose on the top of a fucking '64 Chevy. I don't know. Like, the girl wants to make money and she wants to get her body done before she marries him. She's not going to marry him. We all know that. We all know these are lies. Adult entertainment only. But I mean, yeah, which I see nothing wrong with that. Live your life. The way she was upset about him questioning why she was out clubbing late. I don't even believe that he did that. But maybe he did, but like maybe he just wants to know because he doesn't do that. So it's like I might have questions about you going out all the time. We're supposed to get married. Is that something you're going to do in states? Because you can't do that in the states. That's not sustainable. I mean, some places you can do that. Like, listen, in like there are places I've been to in Central America where like you're not going to an actual club. I mean, you are, but you're not going to what an American would think a club is. You're not going to like bottle service and like, it's not that. You're going to just like a discotheque, like an around the way spot. It has maybe it has a door, but it's hot. So like it you just go out and dance. Like you're just dancing, you're just having some drinks. It's like going to the bar after work. But it looks like she stays out all night, but because she doesn't work and she has people to take care of her kids. Genevieve, never seen this name before, and I do like it. I love a Genevieve and I love a Guinevere. I don't know any Guineveres, but I love a Genevieve and I love a Guinevere. I like those names. So, anyways, hello, welcome. Yeah, it's just kind of like crazy. And next episode we get the friend, his redheaded friend's girlfriend, Nisi, Nasa, Nacy, to like do a translation. And she's like, yo, she thinks she's disgusted by you. Like, you're gross. And I said, ooh. I mean, the truth is, if Mike smells, I couldn't be with it either. Like, I can't do smells. I can do smells that are good. I can't do smells that are bad. I can't. And if I smell bad, tell me. Tell me, please. Grace, welcome. Welcome. Thanks, Marie, for welcoming her. Jana Lynn, hello. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well, hun. Hope you're well. All right, you guys. Did I miss anything? That's it. Ben blew my mind, yo. He blew my mind. He blew my mind. That was just like bananas for me. Yes, Amsterdam. This is literally what I was thinking. Maybe Mike's sparkling. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, oh, you're one of those people who, like, after you fart, you need to go like wipe your butt. You need to go get you a wipey and handle that. Also, he probably needs to change his diet. Whatever he's eating is probably just like coming out of his pores. You know what I'm saying? And they're in a place. I don't know if Colombia is humid, but let's assume it is. You know, it could be the way he eats and what's coming out of his pores. It could be a lot of different things. You smell good to me, Wah. Mickey, that was weird. Just kidding. Through the internet, like, oh, Mickey, you were smelling me. What is this? Is it just me, or is Ben attractive? Even though is it just me, or is Ben attractive? Even though she claimed he catfished her. I don't think Ben is bad looking. I liked his chest. And if he's tall, I would adore that too. I like the fact that he's a redhead. If you follow me on this channel, you know I love a redhead. But that eye bothers me, as well as just like the craziness of it. The craziness of him like getting with a 20. Like, I would be unattracted to a man that old dating somebody that young. Like, it's just like what are your plans with her? Because your time is running out. Your time is running out, and hers is just revving up. So, like, what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna talk about? And it's also like a little bit of jealousy too, that men just get to be like, I'm gonna have more. Like, is he not understanding that she probably wants kids, and so what? He's just gonna be a 65-year-old dad. Nothing wrong with that if you are a 65-year-old dad. But I'm saying that, like, you gotta, you know, he's got two sets of kids now. He's got a 22-year-old, and he's gonna have like, oh no, he'll have like what, a 26-year-old if they're together 4 years before he tries to give her babies, where she wants that. There's just logistically some things that you're gonna have to move through, especially if it isn't real love, and this isn't real. That's my whole thing. Like, I don't care if people are two different ages like that. I just, unless they're in their 20s, I usually am like a little weird with it. But like 30 and 50-year-old, do it. 30 and 60-year-old, live your life. Okay, live it. But don't tell this girl you're in love with her, because what are you in love with? You do not know her. You don't know her. 3 months is not enough. You're in love with an idea of something that you have created, or that she has curated. It's not real yet. So until you guys, and like 2 years into this, if you're like, yeah, we worked through a lot, we found common ground, I'm still in love with her, like, and really self-assess what you're in love with, then I can support it. But until then, 3 months, it just sounds crazy to me. It sounds crazy. What do you guys talk about? I always want to know what people talk about, because I know what I talk about with people. So I'm like, what do y'all talk about? What do y'all talk about? And the fact that her father is like, this is abysmal. Like, if her father's okay with it, nah. Ugh, so weird. 30 years? Girl, It's a lot. Her mom, she looks like her mom. AC Costello. She looks like her mom. To me. That's what I saw. He is not truly religious to me. He's using God stuff as an excuse for his horn. Yes, I agree with you. However, I do think that he just grew up in that kind of fundamentalist church to where like that is the culture, is that he is raised in this kind of fake religion where they utilize whatever scripture um to support misogyny, to support like whatever it is that you want to do. You think it's God telling you to do it because you want to do it really bad. I be smile. I be smile. For real. So he thinks that what he feels is from God because he feels like he has a personal relationship with God. And he has been empowered with that through his maleness from his religion to know, to feel like that is what is true. I mean, many Christian sects of Christianity and other religions do the same thing, where they like embow men with this idea that what the things that they want to do are from God. But a woman, if she wants to do something that's like different, then it's not of God because only men can dictate what women want to do. They can't dictate it for themselves. Whew, okay. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this Monday afternoon. I have got to eat. You know, she gets hangry. But it's been lovely talking with you guys. Thank you for your patience. The Love After Lockup and Love is Blind lives, you know, you know your girl is working. You know your girl has a hard time in life. But y'all have been wonderful. They'll come when they come, and I appreciate your patience with that. I just got to get you the 90-day stuff out as soon as possible because I know that's my bread and butter, okay? Lily, you're going off now. Where were you before? The audacity of this man to be upset after everyone warned him, including his son and daughters. Yes, yes, yes. You're welcome, Carla. Thank you guys so much. And y'all have a fantastic week. And remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Y'all are welcome. Y'all have a great week. I do mean it. Bye.